Hey guys, it's the Comics Kid, and welcome back to First Snow. So, I'm hopping back into this because I was like, oh, this is going to be relatively easy because, there's only, 40-ish minutes left, and that's basically a video. So, yeah, I should knock this out really quick, so that's why I'm playing this. So I'm like, okay, if First Snow is going to be over, then let's fucking finish First Snow. The jingle of the old bell above the grocery store door rings out as we step through into the street. There's a slight chill to the air, but it hasn't stopped a few good elderly people from hobbling around the town's streets. Aside from needing to tell Eve she couldn't have the sugary snack, or that as we walked around, shopping ended up being a quiet affair. Eileen went through the shelves with her usual military efficiency as she ticked off her mental checklist. Yesterday's argument between us hasn't helped, but that's not the only reason for Eileen's quietness. She might not even realize it herself, but it's the small things like that which remind me of her solitary nature. The ability to tune others out so easily isn't something that comes so natural, at least to me. Yeah, I with some people, that is fair, but that it does come more naturally, but a lot of people, it, has to be trained. For want of helping at least a little, I took one of the overstuffed bags we ended up with to carry myself. Thanks for coming and helping carry all this.
Sure.
It's fine. I wanted to see a bit of the town anyway.
Eileen!
Can we sit down? I'm tired. It's not that far from the car.
Hey.
Wouldn't help to rest a bit, would it? There's a bench right up there. Taking Eve's side doesn't win me any favors, but Eileen knows she's been overruled. As Eve jumps back onto the seat without any further prompting needed, Eileen and I carefully set our grocery bags on the ground and join her. Her parents sure chose a nice place to live, more a town than a city. The wooden buildings and stone retaining walls give a distinctly old-fashioned natural look. Even the Christmas decorations are understated, amounting to the occasional sign behind the shop window. The odd person walks to and fro as we sit back, paying us little heed as they slowly go about their day. This should be the easiest occasion possible to make ideal chatter with Eileen. As time lingers on, though, the silence between us also does. Eve doesn't notice, of course. Her little legs... her widow legs. I didn't even realize I did that. Her little legs swing up and down as she lazily watches the odd car go past. As she suddenly brightens up and points ahead, Eileen and I follow her gaze. Inside the small ice cream parlor over the road, an old man in a pinstripe uniform turns the sign behind the glass door from closed to open.
No.
Don't even think about it. Come on, I've been good! You know what Mom said, you can't just have ice cream whenever you want. At least as a child, when you're an adult, you get to say, fuck that! Besides, why would you even want ice cream when it's already cold? Because it tastes good! Ice cream is good! Ice cream is good! Hi, so, context for what I'm about to bring up. My phone broke, and then I got a new phone. I tried to put a wallpaper from my thumb drive onto it, and then that made it right lock. So then I had to go and get new thumb drives. I explained this in a video I'm uploading, which I'll talk about. But yeah, I just realized I don't think I talked about it in another video. I think I only talked about it in the video that I recorded and am still editing. So, yeah, there's your context. I want to quickly talk about something. I'm trying to do a Pokemon Smash or Pass video, and I have another vlog that I'm trying to edit. So I had all of this on my other I got new thumb drives, by the way. I had them all on the other thumb drive. Like I had stuff on other thumb drives, and I moved them onto like my desktop and used pictures from my desktop. Somehow, from moving the things to my desktop to the new thumb drive, it just went, oh, I don't know what you don't have these files. I'm like, God damn it. So I have to restart the vlog. I wasn't that far into the vlog. I was like 3.5 minutes into editing that vlog. But I was 33 minutes into the fucking video. And that video's gonna be like over like an hour, 2 hours at most. So I'm like, I want to die. So I'm probably gonna take like, I don't know, a good while. I'll probably do it once. I'll probably start like I'll probably take off the last week of February, and then just like not really do anything until I'm like caught up with either one or both. And then once I finish the vlog, because the vlog isn't that long, I don't think, but it's really just the Pokemon Smash or Pass video that I'm like, why? Anyway, I just had to like talk about that because I just ugh. Eileen's answer doesn't exactly satisfy the young girl. After a moment's consideration, I take to my feet and start heading over.
Allison.
I was just feeling like getting some ice cream for myself. Might as well get her one while I'm already there, right? Strawberry!
Sure thing.
2 strawberries coming right up. Okay. With our sweets quickly devoured, we finish off the last of our cones. They sure serve them large here, but Eve manages to finish off hers even quicker than I did. Baby eating ice cream is one of those skills kids are just better at. Probably. Without needing to be asked, Eileen pulls a tissue from a box in the bag and curtly wipes Eve's mouth. I get the feeling she'd enjoy being a mother, given how she fusses over her. That's a 50-50, because she might enjoy taking her little sister, just because she enjoys taking care of her little sister and how she fusses over her. That might not translate over to being a mom. As Eileen looks to me, I notice that I'm smiling at her. My face collapses as she opens her mouth to speak, but visibly thinks better of it. As much as I want to make amends, I don't want to apologize if I'm wrong. If I'm not wrong. Excuse me, I read that wrong. I read that wrong. I'm in the wrong here. With neither of us willing to back down, nor wanting to fight with each other again, yesterday's argument looms over us as the elephant in the room. Focusing my attention on a less stressful topic, my gaze falls to Eve, the two of us sharing a brief smile.
I guess that isn't long now, huh?
Oh, that voice. Eve and I just look at each other, but it becomes quickly apparent that the topics reminded Eileen of something I've been avoiding.
You're being extra nice because you're going back, aren't you?
As Eve looks to and fro between Eileen and I try my best to hide my disappointment in being found out. I was trying to think of a better way to break it before Eileen handled it so bluntly. That is one thing Eileen does. Is just blunt and to the point. It couldn't last forever, but I wanted to keep enjoying these carefree days just a little while longer. Maybe it was selfish of me to not take care of maybe it was selfish of me to not make myself clear, but...
Wait, you're going?
Yeah.
Well, I do have my own family I want to spend time with.
Despite my best efforts to try and deliver the news as gently as possible, her bottom lip starts to quiver. Both of us panic a little as it becomes clear Eve's about to crack.
Eve?
Her composure collapses as she reaches over, her face weeping as she stuffs it into my stomach and grabs at my skirt. God, Thomas, use them, please!
I don't want you to go, Allison! Stay here! I want you to stay!
Aww. Eyes. Ow. This has gone about as awfully as it could have done. Glaring at Eileen in frustration, I seem to have made my feelings clear to her as she turns rather sheepish. That's interesting. She's never been sheepish. As Eve cries into my stomach, I stroke... I'm gonna reread that because I don't know what I just fucking... I don't even know if I read it correctly, but... As Eve cries into my stomach, I stroke her shuddering. I stroke her shuddering head reassuringly, speaking as calmly as I can.
Come on now. Do you want me to remember you crying? Or with a big smile?
My gentle suggestion seems to work as Eve pulls back and sniffs hard. Her little cheeks start... What am I doing? What am I reading? What are my eyes working? I don't think so. Her little cheeks still stained red. She doesn't manage a smile, but I'll take what I can.
There we go. That's more like the Eve I know. It's been so much fun playing with you. So, I wanted to thank you with a little something for being such a good girl.
Aww.
Oh, you're gonna come back, right?
Ah, fuck! Does Eve have separation anxiety? That would fall in line with the whole parents being constantly gone thing. I don't think so. I think Eve's just a little girl who just likes to cling to people and is like, no, don't go, no, no.
Don't worry. I'll come back. Maybe you could even come to Utah and see my home for yourself.
As she clumsily wipes her eyes, I give a big smile.
Really?
Sure, why not? Eileen just scratches the back of her head, trying not to make things worse. We might have our disagreements, but I think we can at least hold things together for Eve's sake. Yeah. Something about having a kid in the mix, like, it's either a make or break. It's weird having a kid in, like, the middle of a disagreement or, like, an argument. It's like, fuck you, vibe.
I guess we
can try to work something out.
Eve looks from Eileen back to me, taking my hand in both hers with as much strength as her little hands can muster.
Promise me, we're gonna play again, right?
Promise. I just smile as I bring my free hand over both of hers.
I promise.
At that, she gives a toothy grin that I so like to see. She really is a charming little girl.
I guess that settles things then. Now come on, you two. Let's get all this back to the car.
Oh, don't think I didn't see that. A quiet yawn fills the living room as I tiredly wander through. The others in the house being quiet as mice. I really should have just gone to bed early like the others in hindsight. Restless from the thought of the trip back, I ended up sitting around and watching television long after Eileen left for bed. Try as I might to find her to say goodnight before going to sleep, though, she's nowhere to be seen. Running through the possibilities, I wander up to Eve's room, opening the door as gently as I possibly can. The sight inside makes me feel warm just by looking at them. Eileen sleeps on her side, wrapped around the slumbering Eve, curled up in a ball on top of her bed. Eve must have wanted one last cuddle before tucking in for the night. I just smile as I silently look down. I just smile as I silently look over them, slumbering peacefully together. Even as I look at them, I wonder if I belong in their world. No, you don't. And here's why. What you have done is basically what basically happens now is, or you have done is, you've created a 3-circle Venn diagram. There's you in Allison's world, or there's Allison and Eileen's world, I should say. There's Eileen's and Eve's world. There's Eve's and Allison's world, and then there's all three of you combined. So you can never go into Eve's and Eileen's world. You can only go to Allison and Eve's world and all three of them together. So we have briefly pushed it from our minds, but I think both of us know that the closer we've become, the furthest apart we've felt. What? With Eileen's peaceful sleeping face still lingering on my mind, I gently close the bedroom door and head back slowly down the stairs. It's just gonna be hard saying goodbye to Eve. It's been nice to have a little sister, and I think she's enjoying having 2 older sisters dotting over her just as much. Then there's Eileen. As I try to settle myself before going to bed, I idly notice my phone left on the couch. Taking it in hand to bring it with me, I pause. Eileen left hers on the table some distance away, the moon glinting off its screen. My heart stings as I turn on my own and unlock the display. Only the oppressive quiet is here to keep me company as I look down, a heavy weight weighing over me on me as I ponder. Eileen always did enjoy playing with her new phone. In time, she'll hear what I was too cowardly to say. Thinking of the girl I admired so much, I make the call. Oh, you made an actual call. Okay. It doesn't go answered. She never changed the default voice message As the uncharacteristically cheerful tone asks me to leave a message, my voice is barely a whisper for fear of waking them.
When I said that we had a family with our little art club at college, I really did mean it. It might not be much, but it's ours. You were an important part of that.
What is in the back? Is it fire or is it... What is that? I pause for a moment, my heart stinging as I think of her. Even if it hurts, I know it needed to be... Ha! Even if it hurts, I know it needs to be said.
Maybe it was naive of me to think that way. Maybe I've been having the wrong idea all this time. I think...
My throat tightens. I wipe my eyes on my sleeve.
I must have looked pretty stupid. I was so excited to be in love and to have a girlfriend that I pushed and pushed to get into your space. But you didn't let me. You didn't want me to. And even now, I can't even muster the courage to tell you this when you're awake.
Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. It's okay, Allison.
I don't know where things will go from here. I want you to be happy. But I don't know if I can be the person who does that for you.
Oh! I did not realize what the... Oh! In the end, the anger and frustration I felt at everything is nowhere to be found. There's just an emptiness. I can at least yell and vent to let go of the former, but nothing can fill that hollow feel. Yeah, nothing can.
Good night, Eileen.
With that, I end the call. Silence returns to the dark room once more. Oh. Wow. Damn, I didn't... Wow. Wow. Okay. The snowfall was thankfully light as I walked through the city, bags in hand from the day's last-minute shopping downtown. People calmly walk to and fro, the occasional passerby of Eileen's country home replaced by the crowds of downtown Utah. Briefly distracted by the huge Christmas tree completed just in time for Christmas Eve, I think back to yesterday's events. When all's said and done, leaving Eileen's family ended up being a calm affair. I gave her parents my thanks for taking care of me at such short notice, and both said they'd be more than happy to have me again. Eve had also reluctantly came to terms with my leaving by then. And then there was the matter of Eileen. Our sullen farewell was short and sweet, but maybe that was because there wasn't much left to say. Thanks to my time in Colorado, a surprising amount of things I needed to buy before heading back to my family slipped my mind. At least wandering around the city tonight's given me a chance to unwind and set my thoughts straight. Of course, my phone starts ringing as soon as I appreciate some time alone to think. Pulling it from my pocket with my free hand, I'm surprised to see it's Dad.
Hi.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Ellison. Not catching you at a bad time? No, it's fine. Sounds like you're busy. I can barely hear you. I'm just wandering downtown to fill some time and to do some errands. Still good to be picked up tomorrow morning? Yeah, I'll be ready at the apartment with all my stuff. Sorry about changing everyone's plans. I told you before, it's fine. Plans are already had to change because your finals. We'll pick you up tomorrow then. It'll be good to see everyone, okay? It'll be good to see everyone again. Is Mom doing okay? She's better, thankfully. You gave a bit of a shock when you said you weren't coming back for so long. We were all shocked. It seemed like you were having a rough time away from home, so I never expected you to go out of state like that. So they could tell. I feel a little sheepish thinking back. So you had a good trip then? I feel a chill as the last few days rush through my mind. Yeah, I did. Once again, Dad can tell just from my voice. It's impossible for me to hide how I'm feeling. Something in me compels me to try anyway. What? I had fun. Well, when you're home, you'll tell us about it, right? Of course. I'm looking forward to it. I am too. You know you can tell me anything.
Take care.
I know. Bye, Dad. See you soon. Love you. With that, the call ends. I stare blankly at the screen of my phone. I'll be happy to see my family again, not to mention the warmth and liveliness of home. I have to take a deep breath, a lump in my throat forming from homesickness. I guess that feeling never goes away completely. With the phone already out, I take a moment to glance through the photos I've taken on it. A few from Colorado are most recent, which will be nice to show my parents. As I keep going through, I stop at a photo I've taken just before I left for there. The screen shines brightly in the darkness of the night. Oh yeah, this is gonna hurt. The photo of everyone gathered in my apartment celebrating the end of the semester, making me mull over everything that happened since I arrived here. It's only been a few months, but my time since starting college has been an adventure already. I have learned so much, found so many friends, and discovered so many kinds of relationships. It's such a different way of life I lead now. Yeah. Damn. The smiling faces all gather for that one moment in time. It's all thanks to those around me. It's all thanks to those around me, like them. The phone goes dark once more as I lock it. The precious memory slipped into my pocket once more. The only light to be seen now is that cast by the Christmas tree, occasionally broken by passing crowds. A strange sense of calm falls over me as I stand in the falling snow, hands slipping into my pockets for warmth. I was alone and afraid. Eileen was the answer to that, I thought. She seemed so cool and collected, managing life by herself. That strength of will was what drew me to her in hindsight. It was thanks to Eileen Caprice and our little club. It was thanks to Eileen Caprice and our little club that I was able to cope with being alone. The reason that I'm so at peace with myself isn't that I've finally learned to live without others. It's because I know I have others to help. Maybe I was too clingy, as Eileen said. I just wanted to know her more, even if she was so brisk at the best of times, I think. If she wants to retain her solitude so dearly, though, perhaps it's for the best that things go like this. Yeah. In my eyes, Allison wasn't being too clingy. Was she rushing things a little bit? Maybe just a little, but not so much that it was gonna fail the relationship. it's really Eileen. Like, it's Eileen and Allison just don't really match up because of how they are. Like, yes, opposites attract, blah blah blah, but not a lot of people like Eileen. I from what I've seen, not a lot of people stay that way. And I'm a little bit like Eileen. I just don't. It's not that I don't want to tell people. It's just I don't know what to tell them and how much I trust them with it. That's my problem. So yeah, I totally get where Allison and Eileen are kind of coming from. It sucks. Swallowing the lump in my throat as I push the thoughts aside, I begin to walk once more. It's then that my phone begins to buzz in my pocket. Did Dad forget something to say? Eileen? Why is she calling me now of all times? Should I answer? My phone is shaking in my hand. I pick up the call, but I have no idea what to say.
Hello? Allison?
Oh, nope, voiced.
Allison, where are you right now?
She doesn't allow me to so much as get a word out. Her voice breathless.
I'm back home in Utah.
No, I mean, I know. So am I. Can we meet somewhere? Where are you exactly?
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what?
I'm by the Christmas tree. In the city square.
Okay, stay where you are.
As the line goes dead, I'm left dumbfounded. Eileen is coming here? Wait, what? Within moments, I hear a car door slam loudly. Surely she wasn't looking around for me. A familiar figure jogs up as quickly as she can in her high boots, her long strides clinking loudly on concrete. As she slowly pulls up to a stop, our eyes finally meet, and so we stand in the city square next to that large tree. Between us, only the falling snow.
Eileen, why are you...
What? You didn't want to see me?
I didn't expect to see you. I almost respond, but sheer surprise stops me from finding the right words. I end up just hanging my head, not knowing how to respond to her snark in such a situation. With my bags weighing down my arms, I set them down. As I look back up, I see Eileen's quip for what it was. A diversion to hide her feelings. She soon realizes I've caught on, her voice turning soft. Yeah, she uses quips to, like, defend herself. I've noticed that.
I found your voice message. I didn't want to leave things as they were.
My face flowers into a blush as I grimace from embarrassment. I knew she'd eventually hear it, but it's still embarrassing to think about. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. As I think back to everything that happened, I feel a pang of regret. Once again, I feel myself shrinking away from her.
But haven't I been a pain? Ever since we met, I've only caused you trouble.
Yeah, you sure have.
There's that sardonic humor again. I can't remember if I ever found it endearing.
Why do you do that? Your first response to everything is to try and brush things off with a quip against someone.
Only because everyone sticks their nose into my business.
Fair.
Including me, I guess.
Eileen, if you're here to apologize, you're not really doing a good job. You've started on the right foot by showing up and saying, hey, I didn't want to leave things how they were. But I don't know. Like, she started good and then she started dipping. I follow that up with a dry laugh, yet Eileen's expression doesn't change. I should have expected that, but I feel my chest tighten in response, nevertheless.
I already had things figured out for myself.
Okay. As silence reigns, it feels as though we're just repeating the steps we took until now. Nothing's changed. I'm still me and Eileen's still Eileen. For all I might want to get closer to her, she still keeps pushing me away. She came all the way back here to work things out, yet we're still stuck awkwardly trading barbs. Oh, great, and now it's not quite. Come on! Everything we did together. Was it only a pain to you?
I didn't want to say it, but...
Why was that voiced? Why was that not voiced? I steel my heart to try and force out the words, tightly holding onto my arm to try and steady myself.
I suppose this is all over, then?
No!
Her shout startles me, the point where she recoils a little from my reaction. I guess we're both getting flustered.
I mean, that's not what I meant.
Reminding us that we're not alone, a small child goes running by as her mother runs after her. The distraction gives Eileen time to reason through all of this. Well, I try my best to ignore the stinging of my heart. Everything is so confusing right now.
Every day was the same. Living alone in my apartment and working away in that art room. I thought I was fine being alone until you came into my life and messed everything up.
So you're saying, so from what I'm gathering from this so far is, I'm a good mess up.
When I thought you might really be gone, I realized how lonely I was.
It's like Jonathan Decker from Cinema Therapy said, we are very much social creatures. We can't survive being alone.
I meant what I said earlier. I can forget all my worries around you. I don't have to work hard and worry about being my best. I don't have to prove anything. And I thought you'd understand.
Sort of. I understand what you're saying now, but before, not really.
I didn't ever expect you to take my parents' side. I didn't think you'd try to tell me I'm making the wrong choices.
Okay. My heart sinks. Is that how it looked to her? Like I betrayed her? You know what? It probably did. Now that I think about it. That's probably what it looked like to her. How could I? I've always seen what her parents can't. She's serious about painting. If there's one thing I know about her, it's that. Why would I want to ruin that world of hers that I find so fascinating?
But when I thought I might lose you...
Allison, I would say that thought. And I'm like, so what, okay, what I would do as Allison would say what I just thought, how could I've, maybe not the, maybe from like, not the how could I, but like everything after that, I would say that and be like, I'm sorry if it felt like I betrayed you. I didn't mean for it to come across that way. That type of thing.
I realized you were right. For all I talked big about how you should try new things in college, I was the one pushing everyone away and trying to stay the same.
As I try to think of how to explain myself, I realize Eileen's eyes have become... Oh! Oh! Become moist. It's such a strange sight that I completely lose track of what I was going to say.
Eileen? I don't want to lose you, Allison. I want to try again.
Moments pass as I think over her words, trying to sniff through my emotions. She looks so different now, her proud stature somehow smaller and more fragile. She's scared. Seeing her in this state puts me on the brink of tears as well. I know my answer already, given how seeing her like this affects me.
I only ever wanted to be the person closest to you. Why would I want to ruin that world of yours when it's what brought us together?
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's try again, Eileen.
Without warning, she pulls me into an embrace, arms wrapped tightly around me. My brain short-circuits as she begins to weep. Completely unable to handle the situation, I have no idea what to say as she clutches me tightly to her shuddering body. My own composure barely holding as my arms slowly raise and come around her back. Oh, I see now. Eileen's finally cracked under the pressure. That wall she carefully built up over for so many years, finally crumbling down at once. This is so cute. I hold her tightly to me as she cries, trying my best to comfort her. She's here and in my arms. This vulnerable and honest girl is for only me to see. My own eyes and barely staying dry. This Eileen is one I've never seen, but it's the Eileen I've fallen for all over again.
Thank you, Allison.
I feel a lump in my throat as I stroke her hair, trying my best to soothe her.
I love you, Allison. I love you.
Holding her close as her words are muffled into my shoulder, I close my eyes and savor the feeling of her against me. Eileen loves me. This feeling, this warmth throughout my entire body as I hear those words. Wait, what? Oh! What? I thought it was Allison saying I love you. Brain, where are you? I guess I really am in love with this hopeless girl.
And I love you. Let's do this together.
Aww. We're such different people with widely different backgrounds and worlds of our own. As long as the two of us can let each other in, though, we can build a life together, side by side. We can start here.
It's okay, Eileen. Welcome home.
Oh, that is so cute. Man, it's not... I am, like, super close to crying. Or, from not crying, but, like, tearing up. That was adorable. Oh, I love that. if you're looking for a little visual novel to like Allison and their mom. Eileen's with them. Aw. If you're looking for a visual novel of a cute little lesbian love story, that's not. Ah, Wallace did end up joining. I love that. The giant bunny. And Eve. Aw, this is adorable. With like this like slight. And there's the. Okay, I was wondering when the character change was gonna go over. Because Caprice in the second game, which is Twofold, wears a cap fully in all of this stuff. So I was like, when is that gonna play in? If you're looking for like a little visual novel with a cute lesbian story with like twists and turns, I would definitely recommend this game. I know visual novels isn't for everyone, but if you're looking to get into visual novels, I would definitely recommend this one. Aww. This is so adorable.
Oh, this is so exciting, Haley.
Oh, here we go.
Uh-huh.
Meet Caprice's and Millie's roommate. Oh, I didn't read what the Steam thing was, but future me is gonna put it up on screen.
It's a long time coming, too. Do you know if Millie knows yet?
I haven't talked to her since this morning.
Ooh, I can't wait to see her reaction. I'm gonna say something as soon as she gets home.
Full of energy as always, Caprice.
Don't you think maybe she should hear it from them?
Us? Allison and Eileen? Probably.
But I really want to tell her.
I get it. But, you know...
Millie!
Hello. Got some stuff.
Welcome back. Took a while.
There's so many people out there today.
Guess it's the post-holiday rush.
Yeah.
That's not...
Millie! Millie, have you heard the news?
I was at my dad's shop half the day.
And?
And what?
Car trouble again?
Unfortunately.
Maybe it's time for a new one.
That's what Dad said too. He even offered to help pay for it.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Yeah, buying a car doesn't sound very fun.
But what would you do with this one? Trash it?
Well, sell it, probably.
Yeah.
If it still functions.
I don't want to, though.
Why not?
Yeah, you can't!
Why?
Why not?
I'd rather not accept something like that from him. He's already given me so much.
And you can't just abandon it!
Sure you can. Just leave it on the side of the road.
That car is like family.
I have no idea what I'm watching right now, but I am engaged.
As I said, if I was upgrading, I'd at least try to sell it.
Hold on. Let's go back to what Caprice said.
Yeah! Listen, you've had that car since high school. Think of all the places it's taken us.
We have spent quite a bit of time in that car. And besides,
It's like family?
Dad and I worked on it together a lot. I'm kind of attached to the little thing.
If you have somewhere to keep the car, then just keep it. That would be my recommendation.
Exactly.
I know the feeling, but you can't hold on to everything forever.
True.
I know.
I guess.
While we're on the topic, maybe some other people here should think about getting their licenses.
Ooh.
I'm a supporter of public transit, actually.
You know what? That's fair.
Yes, that! Me too!
And Caprice is just covering her ass.
Oh, really? Then you won't mind taking the tram from now on?
We like riding in your car, though.
It's fun going together.
So much for that. At least consider it. It'd be good for the both of you.
Yeah, I definitely need to start working on getting my permit.
Especially you, Caprice. I know you're getting your new club members to drive you around places now.
Hey, they want to go just as much as me.
Oh, really? Did they say that?
Doubt.
More or less. Plus, I've helped them out too, you know. Thanks to me, love is blooming in the art room.
Again. Doubt.
How much of that was you?
I'm in love with Haley.
50. No, at least 60%.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Only 60?
Please, just promise me. As much as I love you two, I won't always be there for you to rely on.
You're not going anywhere, are you?
Don't worry. We promise. Right, Caprice?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I won't be going anywhere anytime soon. After all, I suppose you'll still be needing rides to class this semester.
It's almost here. I'm getting excited.
How are you excited about school?
I'm not really.
See, Haley's more my speed.
I've got a full slate of classes. Plus, there's a club to run.
I'm gonna recruit so many more members. At least double the size.
I don't even want to think about it right now. Are you too hungry?
Starving.
You gonna cook, Millie?
Oh. Ugh.
Not it.
What about the food you just bought?
Today was exhausting. How about you, Haley?
Let's just order something.
Why don't we go out somewhere? Take the car together?
Weren't you just saying there's a lot of people out?
Yes, but it's nice out too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, about that news.
Caprice, my god, you are not subtle at all.
Let's talk about it over dinner.
Okay, you drive. I call shotgun.
I'm the only one who can drive.
And we're very appreciative.
I'm looking forward to removing my tire chains. It's a little warmer today, so the snow is starting to let up.
Finally.
It's about time.
Andrew, Andrew? Who's Andrew? Who's Andrew? Who's Andrew? Oh my god, that's adorable! Who's Andrew? Who's Andrew? Ah, the dad. Okay. If you're looking to getting into visual novels, then I would highly recommend this one. This one is super cute. It's super fun. It's pretty much I would say it's like under 3 hours. It's not a very long game. I know, like, the only other person I've seen play this has, like, half of what I've done. So it's, like, I don't know what happened with mine where I took my time, but, yeah. Yeah. But this game is super cute. I fucking fell in love with this. And I was like, I always looked forward to recording a first snow. God, that is so adorable. The characters were written really well. The voice actors nailed the voicing. There were some things where I'm like, oh, I wanted to see like why, like there's a couple of things that are like nitpicks, like why didn't Eve have an ice cream in her hand, or shown that like ice cream was around her mouth. Some like nitpicks like that. Like it's very much a nitpick. That's all my like complaints are. That was adorable. I fucking loved that. I loved that. That was super adorable. I don't really have anything else to really say about First Snow other than if you like visual novels, give this one a whirl. It's super cute. It's super fun. The visuals are they're unique. That's the word I'm looking for. They're very unique than other visual novels. Like, it's super cute. So yeah, I guess with that, thank you guys so much for watching this. If you guys liked it, please leave a like, hit the subscribe button. It would really help me become a big YouTuber starman. That is eventually what I want to become, and that's currently what I'm working towards. Ring the bell for notifications, so you can see any other future videos that I will be uploading, because this is the final First Snow that I'm doing. So since First Snow is completed, other active series that I'm currently doing are Undertale, Psychonauts, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, aka Tabs, Inscription, Casey's Mod, and Our Life Beginning and Always. So yeah. Oh wait, no, not so yeah. Some finished playthroughs. If you just want to binge an entire playthrough like you can with this game, or some one-offs if you only have time for those. Some of those are I've done a bloopers and things that got cut out. I've played Benji and the Ink Machine, I've played Pokedoku, Pokemon Cries, and I've played Steven Universe Save the Light. So yeah, so with that, I will see you guys in the next issue. See ya.